You didn't. Yeah, me.
Wait, you knew it was a half day?
Why do you think I was here? I don't work the morning.
That's hilarious.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he texted me like halfway through, and I texted Joe. And that's how we.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
Yo, Aki.
there's something to say.
You in the mail? We in the mail room. Oh, look, we in the mail
It was
room.
an executive
Yeah,
decision.
you know what I'm saying?
No,
I watch
You
letters.
didn't say tell
Hey,
people.
yo, I watch letters.
Hey, and welcome to Lena Listens. My name is Lena, coming to y'all with my thoughts and reviews about the JBP. First glance at the new episode, I gasped because it's not often that we get 4 hours. 4 whole hours. It happens, but not all the time. And as a Philadelphian, I enjoy Joe opening with Young Guns Know Better Love. That's a Philly classic for us. Alright, so let's jump into the episode. They talked about the Imani and Marc situation, and a lot of people thought it was going to be a huge scene, but it wasn't. Not at that very moment anyway. We'll see. Maybe they'll flesh it out on Patreon, and if so, you know, I'll be back and I'll let you know what happened, if anything even happens. And at this point, I'm looking forward to Ish Body Invest Fest because Joe brings it up all the time. Joe and Ish should get some type of promo pay, something for this. Now, can you imagine if Flip did a BTS of Ish getting ready to hit the stage, and after like just the whole like get ready for me as we go down there. Now, mind you, it might not be in that format because I don't see Ish really rocking like that, but just following behind Ish and showing people how he's getting ready, how he's going to prep, recording the engagement, and then afterwards, if you can even record there, but you know what I mean, just doing like a BTS for him. I can see that doing very well because we don't get to see that a lot from Ish. I think it'll be great content. Also, Ish, you should make a Hawaiian hoodie if you haven't already. That'll sell out too. Put that on the hoodie. Joe took a moment to recap his family trip, and one thing Joe's going to do is give us a good story tell. Marc presented the Journey Smollett topic. Mel, I get it. Sometimes people want to get their thoughts out immediately before they forget them, but the way you jumped and cut right on in was crazy. Marc's face when he tried to regain the topic back was like, dang girl, I'm trying to talk. Even Ish and Ice looked away. Like they, you know, when Ish gives someone the eyes, that's it. Probably wasn't nothing to others, but I just hate when people are talking over each other and clamoring to get their voices heard. And this is just in general for me. It's not just in this particular instance. Also, while we're on this, I hate how Parks gets talked over when he's trying to read y'all something. Especially on the pod, on this particular pod, he was trying to read the movie list and couldn't get a word in one bit. Like he tried several times. He tried. It happens enough for me to notice. I'm not nagging, I promise, but it's just something I noticed. Switching gears to music for a second, Marc told Joe that they had some music takes while he was gone, and Joe said, unfortunately, he hates their music takes when he's not there, and he definitely disliked Cardi's take, the take that the gang had pretty much on Cardi. And on Saturday's pod, they previewed Cardi's new single, Imaginary Players. Now, switching over to Marc and Joe's ISO. I felt like that was needed. Good on you, Joe, for taking accountability on how you came off last week when Marc was mentioning that he lost some of his journalist friends in Gaza, and when he lost a great friend of his. You peeped it on the watch back, addressed it, and ended with outstanding. And while we're on this, just a thought, maybe it'll be a good idea to present mini segments on the pod. I know we have our traditional ones, but how about letting Marc have something like Marc on the Minute, or, you know, y'all know what I mean, something along those lines. Give him a few minutes to address some things in the news world. It could be done tastefully, and he can always plug night school at the end if they want to catch the remainder of the topic there. Because in all fairness, they don't really get into the political nits and grits up there like that. And, you know, I too wouldn't want to lend my voice to a topic that I'm not that versed in. And that's why we all can do our own research or catch Marc on Ice One. Either way. And it doesn't just have to be Marc. Everyone can do this with something they're passionate about. Just a thought. I mean, we get 2 hours plus pods all the time. A few minutes shouldn't hurt anyone, really. And just to lighten and lift the mood up a bit, she was really helping Mel out this pod. And I'm so glad I wasn't the only one who noticed. People were saying in the comments too. And that's nice. Because you definitely saved, or Ish definitely saved Mel from Joe right before Sleepers was about to start. And those last minutes after Sleepers is always good. Golden jokes, if you ask me. If you turn the pod off after Sleepers or right at Sleepers, if you turn it off at Sleepers, I meant to say, I suggest you come back for the last 10 minutes or so. So if you don't want to listen to the songs, cool. But don't turn it off completely there. Stick around for those last few minutes because a lot happens in those 7 to 10 minutes or so. I said that before. So yeah, Ice will be on vacation for a week, y'all. A whole week. I wonder how this is going to go next week. Well, this week here into next week. I wonder how it's going to play out. And I wonder who's going to be up there guest-wise. All in all, this was a cool pod. They talked about everything under the sun. And how could you not when there's 4 hours to work with? Let me know what were some of your key takeaways from this pod. Obviously, I didn't touch on everything, but if you watched or listened to this episode and want to chop it up about it, drop a comment. Y'all know I respond to everyone. Until next time, y'all. Bye.